few moments of O'Sullivan magic in frame 2, a quite sensational 135 clearance. The rest of it's been pretty ordinary, but he's won all 3 frames. He's one away from the round of 32 and a possible meeting with the whirlwind Jimmy White, who of course plays Matthew Stevens later. For Alan Taylor, well, it's not as though he's not had chances, but he's just not been able to make anything from them.
Yes, and that was an attempt at a containing shot, but he's not really contained the situation at all.
1. Eight.
Oh, goodness me. You look reaching across at the ball there, and he looked like he was in a lot of pain, actually. Quite where he'd want to play that shot in the first place, I don't know, when he had the one he could just run through.
$16. 17. 24. 25.
Well, he was very straight on the black. It was always going to be difficult to generate enough pace
32.
to get the punch open. Oh, and on the black. Some shot. Even that, he was again quite straight, but he
40.
Found a way of getting wide up for the red.
41.
Finishing on the black again. He's off again here. And now this is key, this fact that he's played on this red in this way, because this really
48.
opens the other reds up quite considerably.
49.
Seven reds, 7 blacks.
56.
Is he in the mood for a maximum?
Well, he's taking this red because later on it could have been a more difficult one
57.
to get an angle to play on the black from. So while it was there, might as well play it. But these are lined up perfectly down the middle of the table. You never see a better chance than this for a 147.
64. 65.
Nobody has ever made more. 14 on the O'Sullivan roster.
72.
Except Chiron, of course, has already made one in this tournament. As things stand, he pockets £17,000 for that break, but if O'Sullivan were to make one here, he'd have to share it.
Well, he had such a big area to play in. Anything up the table,
80.
he had certainty to be on a red.
81.
And the pink is never going to be on its spot in a 147 chance because it's never been potted, but it's still in a very good position.
88. 89. 96. 97.
And frankly, it would be a surprise now if O'Sullivan doesn't go on to make the perfect break.
Well, all the reds are in such good position.
104. 105.
Well, that wasn't clean, but in it went.
Yes, and you saw Ali Carter looking across. It tends to attract the attention of other players.
112.
It's always a special moment. And it's all
113.
about just getting up for the yellow, not getting the blue or the pink in the way here, which can happen. Player stopped on the other table, which is nice. What a shot. That is struck to perfection.
120.
Steve Davis made the first ever televised 147 back in the early 80s. He won a larder for his trouble.
122.
It has been a very straightforward break so far.
All right.
Everyone stopped now. All eyes on O'Sullivan.
125.
Saying it's gone all quiet, well, yeah, it would do. People want to see this, and I have to say it's been the most
129.
sublime break. He's just gone too far. This is the first time in the break he's not been in inch perfect position. Now, does he have the angle? It looks like he does. It's not straight, and that's the only way that you'd give him a problem here. Oh, this has been just magical.
What a way to round off victory. He made a 135 break in frame 2, which was sublime. But this one is extra special. It's a maximum from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Incredibly, the 15th of his professional career. Alan Taylor had the best seed in the house. He was overawed today by the brilliance of O'Sullivan. In those two frames in particular, he produced the kind of snooker that only he can. And that is a memorable moment for this Crawley crowd, on their feet to applaud. Everyone stopped to watch, and it was well worth stopping. O'Sullivan, quite sensational as he goes through with a flourish by 4-0.
Hi, I'm Ronnie O'Sullivan and welcome to Eurosport Snooker on YouTube. Click here to subscribe to Eurosport Snooker.
Well, this red does cut, but Ronnie's hampered by the green. Well, that was an excellent shot.
One.
I mean, the yellow to right middle looks to have a lovely angle to go into the three reds, but I don't think he's going to play that at this stage of a UK final. But in an exhibition or in practice, that'd be the shot he'd be playing. Lots of top spin.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
think Ronnie can get through to this to pot it. Right in the middle. No, there's a bit of angle. Possibly can come off the cushion here into the black. That's unlucky.
Seven.
Okay, the second red, the one that's directly behind the black spot. I don't know if you come thin enough that and snooker shone behind the black. Obviously, not the angle. Whoa. Can't believe Peter was into a safety shot. They could pot the red.
8.
Yes, that was incredible. Amazing pot. You have to be so accurate down the cushions, and at that pace, that was amazing.
Obviously played with a degree of safety, but still a fabulous pot. I mean, the pace he played at, if he'd missed it, he'd left it hanging over the pocket. You can see the thought that's gone into what looks like a pretty simple safety shot. But the thought that Ronnie's put into it.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 8.
And in the end, it's a poor one. I think I'd have rather left Sean with a shot at the red, tight under the baulk cushion than snooker in there.
This is a tough safety shot, and I wouldn't blame Sean for playing the double kiss here, back to baulk. If he plays the cue ball below the bottom of the cue ball, at the bottom of the white, the red won't come too far away from the cushion and the cue ball will go back to the baulk end. But if he decides to play that shot, he needs to make sure he hits the red bang in the middle. Otherwise it will double kiss and the red will go to the side. Wow, that was a very, very dangerous shot to play. And he played it poorly. I know hindsight is a wonderful thing, Stephen, but I thought if he played the double kiss there, he can't possibly leave the red.
Cue ball and behind green and brown here. Yeah, as I said, I agree. I don't think Sean puts as much attention into his safety shots as Ronnie does. I think that's just the game he plays. That's not the best one from Ronnie O'Sullivan. I mean, this is virtually a gimme for Sean Murphy, the way he's been potting these. Didn't pot it in the middle of the pocket, that's why he's left the cue ball and may not be in the green.
2.
If he pots the yellow in the middle of the pocket, he's on that green. See, hits the left knuckle, which puts the cue ball on a wider angle. It's going to be really careful, Sean Murphy. Big frame this could be. Bad one to lose.
And this is not an easy safety shot. Wants to avoid a double kiss. Oh, that was quite a clever shot. He made sure he got the
Sean
green
Murphy,
safe.
2.
Not as played.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 3.
Well, some of the times you would play cushion first here, but that cue ball tight to the side cushion. I don't think he can play the shot. Again, that was a very dangerous shot to play. Very dangerous. Okay, it's not going to be a straightforward clearance. Pink to black. Well, you're just going to need a very good angle in the pink. What's that? Cue ball to stop.
9.
Oh, I mean, he couldn't. He can almost not pick up the cue ball with his hand and place it any better. Look at the angle to drop on the black.
15.
That's a hot shot. He's dominated this frame. That's a big thing for Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's guaranteed been at least level going into tonight's session. Leads Sean Murphy 4 frames to 2.
This afternoon's session.
Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Two very big frames now. Sean Murphy doesn't want to be 6-2 down going into tonight's session. So worst case scenario, win one of these remaining 2 frames.
Ronnie may play a similar shot here. There's a chance of this going in off the black. That's another excellent safety shot.
Yeah, for me, I think the difference between these two players, both two of the best players in the world, but the difference between the both of them here is I don't think Sean can beat Ronnie below his best. I think the other way around, Ronnie can beat Sean below his absolute best. And I think therein lies the difference.
1.
Well, Sean may well have fluked the red into the corner, but if he takes this brown on, this is horrible. This is really missable.
Well, he's pointing his cue to where he's going to leave the cue ball now, so yeah, I think even Sean is going to refuse this brown. 4-2 down, very smelly. 4-2 up, he might have been tempted. 4-2 down, no.
Sean Murphy 1.
Ronnie can play the red, which is closest to the blue here. I think he'll be trying to get the cue ball back in a similar position to where it is now. He plays this shot so well normally, and it's so difficult. He's digging down, touch a left-hand side. And that's the line. Has he got the pace? He has. That's a fantastic safety shot.
There's been a few, but that's one of the shots of the match so far.
Foul. And a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
Ronnie just coming round to interested party where that cue ball's been replaced.
Okay. Thank you. Foul and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4. Back.
Well, you're going to get a warning now, Sean Murphy, from the referee, because he can get through to the main bunch. Reds.
Yeah? Okay. I have to warn you now, if you don't hit the red this time, I'll award the frame, okay?
If he comes off the cushion, the red he's playing comes off the cushion dead weight. I mean, that's a shot, but obviously not now, because if he misses it, he loses the frame. You know, I'm surprised he didn't look at that one first. But he's in real trouble now. Is he playing some sort of pot? Well, if he's not left the red nearest the left corner, it could have been worse. the middle and finished up with a nice angle in the blue. Choice of 3 or 4 reds to right corner to drop on, possibly even a choice of 2 or 3 to right middle. If this goes well, what a chance for the frame.
Six. Seven.
It's always fascinating to see how Ronnie goes about his break building. And when the table is difficult and the balls are covering each other, there really is nobody better in the game.
$12.
Well, I think you heard the groan.
Ronnie
Ronnie hit
O'Sullivan,
that.
12.
He can't believe he's missed that. Oh, Ronnie's eyeing up a pot to the left corner. There is a path to get around the back of the reds. Quite an aggressive shot choice. He's under pressure now, Sean Murphy, in this match. This is a big opportunity. Good solid putt. Has to take advantage here, I feel. If he can win it in one visit, it'd give him such a boost of confidence going into the last frame of the session. Be too bothered about getting the black back in its spot yet, because you can see I don't think the black's going to be available to any corner pocket, so no point in playing for the black. Just concentrate on pink and blue.
7.
if he has played for the black, a little bit surprised. I thought get the pink back in its spot would be a better way of going around it.
$13. $14.
That was very well controlled. Never easy when you're digging down into the cue ball like that. Made it look easy. It wasn't. And that's a lovely little cannon as well.
$20. $21.
Big moments in this match for Sean Murphy.
$27. $28. $33. $34.
Well, how well did he hit that? The reaction of the cue ball was just incredible. Just timing.
Yeah, there would have been a lot of players struggle with that shot, Stephen. It doesn't seem to matter
41.
to Sean Murphy if he does end up getting straight on the ball, and he has to use the tremendous cue power that he's got. And I agree with you completely. He times the ball unbelievably well.
42.
But then every now and then he does that. Gets too much into it. To put that red near that left cushion was very clumsy. There's pressure on this.
$49. $50.
Sometimes when they hit the first jaw, they don't go in any harder. You'd have to say. I mean, I'm surprised it went anyway, but any harder definitely wouldn't have.
$57.
So red colour, red needed. So I'd say up for the blue. Play that red near the yellow pocket.
$58.
Want to stop short of the blue, so you get close to this red. He doesn't want to be playing frame ball from distance. Okay, we know how good he's been today. But you want to make frame balls as easy as possible. Make them unmissable. So, 44 ahead. This red
63
to leave. Sullivan needing a snooker. He'd love to put another colour after this red to stop Ronnie. Sullivan coming back to the table.
64.
It's been a great performance this break from Shaun Murphy. Under pressure, he needed it. Very well played. Two snookers, so Ronnie Sullivan may come back to the table.
69.
Unless this red goes in.
Shaun Murphy, 69.
Excellent effort from Shaun Murphy. Under extreme pressure. That was a great break. But the frame's not over. That red's in a good position. If Ronnie Sullivan can get in the black or pink here.
One.
Pot in the pink means it's now two snookers to tie.
Seven. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 7.
So an excellent break from Shaun Murphy just when he needed it. The pulls one back, and now we've got a massive last frame to this afternoon session.
It's trying to get a fine balance in that, but you've got to get the ball, that ball cushion more often than not and glue that cue ball.
OK, here we go. It's the last of the afternoon. Incidentally, the last final they played was in the Champion of Champions. It went 4-all as well before Shaun Murphy really took off in the evening session to win. So it's kind of deja vu as far as that's concerned at the moment, but this is a key frame in this final. You must think.
Absolutely, Hazel. Such an important frame and an excellent safety shot immediately from Shaun Murphy. Oh, that's amazing. What a pot that
was. Yeah, you watch Shaun Murphy when this goes in, he taps his cue in appreciation for that pot. He knew Ronnie Sullivan was playing that. But yeah, 5-3 is doable. If Shaun Murphy was to finish 5-3 down, he definitely didn't want to lose both the last two frames and be 6-2 down. I think that would have been too much.
4. Five.
I think he can just get to the edge of the pack, stay on this red to right corner. Yeah, just a little. Oh, took his eye off the pot. No.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 5.
You can see what Ronnie thinks about that. Just completely took his eye off the pot, concentrating on the cannon on the pack. And as we always, 95% of Ronnie's misses are thin. That was same again. Just concentration, wasn't pressure, that one.
1.
Well, Sean Murphy's got a couple of open reds here, but will he go into the pack? He's very, very aggressive.
Eight. Sean Murphy 8.
I must admit, I'm surprised whenever Sean Murphy misses with the rest. That wasn't easy. And luckily for Sean, the reds come back across the table and stayed over that left corner. Second chance for Sullivan. Needs a bounce.
1.
Well, I'm not surprised if his timing has been affected, Stephen, the way he punched the table there. His right hand must be throbbing right now. Oh, what a shot that is. There you see Ronnie punching the table in frustration, disappointment. He's played the double. It's in.
No, that's probably the riskiest shot he's played to date. I mean, look where the cue ball is. He's left everything in for Sean. I mean, as doubles go, it was, you know, pretty easy, but still, they're never certainties.
11.
Surely he's not going to let another
12.
chance go by. Maybe go into the bunch again, stay in this red to left corner. Just open these reds up a bit. Yep. Wow. That's incredible. Is he still in this red? He would have thought 100 times out of 100 he would just leave a simple red to left corner. I think he's still on it. Be a sigh of relief.
20.
Cannon into the two reds above the black.
$27. 28. 35. 36.
'That's pretty good. One pock success. So anywhere between 70 and 80% is quite happy with. Can't separate the players and the safety. Two century breaks so far. I'd be surprised if there was no more before the end of this final. I
38.
don't know if he's played for the cue ball there. looks edgy. He looks desperate to get this frame. Blue goes. This wasn't the cleanest of pots.
$44. $45.
Looks to be pretty straight in this black, but I think the red at the bottom of the 4 will pot to the left middle. So just a matter of screwing the cue ball to somewhere where it is now.
$52. Sullivan, 52.
There's our one more twist in this first session.
Thank you.
One good pot, an angle and a colour. That was a big shot.
To be perfectly honest, Ronnie's been very unfortunate to leave that red there. He had to play the red with pace to try and play it as a shot to nothing. Look at the cue power there of Shaun Murphy. That is absolutely incredible. Look at the spin he generates here. It's amazing. This requires a very precise positional shot. What's the left-hand side? This is a great shot. This is a great shot. Oh, is he on this red? What a fantastic effort that was.
6.
Would be monumental in this match. Ronnie O'Sullivan has had 2 very good chances to have this frame in the bag. This will hurt.
$12. $13.
A little bit more angle in the blue than is for it to be comfortably easy to get on the red. Still no problem, but at this point in a break like this, you want everything as easy as possible.
18.
Up for the blue. Under hit it.
19.
What sort of angle has he got on the pink? We're straight down to the shots, it must be good. He's never had absolute pinpoint position in this break yet.
25.
session of snooker this has been for absolutely everything.
30.
You would obviously have given Shaun Murphy virtually this clearance by now if it wasn't for the black being where it is.
34.
He wants to be as close to that black as possible. And if possible,
39.
not cutting it back the way into the pocket. If anything, straight or a little bit high. Doesn't want that cue ball on the cushion.
45.
This is not nice. Anything but low. Nope. Oh, that's got it. Absolutely tremendous first session. An incredible frame for Shaun Murphy to steal in the end. He wins the last 2 frames. We're going to tonight's session of the final, all square, 4 frames each.
Of the UK crown. A possible 11 frames is going to sort it all out, and in the box seats this evening we say hello to former world champions Ken Doherty and John Parrott. Do you think we're all set for a close one here, fellas?
Could very well be, Hazel. Good evening, everybody. Wonderful atmosphere, wonderful venue, and 2 truly wonderful players. And what a session that was this afternoon, Ken.
Yeah, fantastic
Thank you.
session.
The 9th frame.
And what an atmosphere
Ronnie
for both
O'Sullivan to
players
bat.
as they enter this wonderful Barbican Hall here in York. Fantastic crowd. I think this could go all the way, John.
Yep. Again, it's 4-4. 4-2, it was looking a little precarious for Shaun, but well, he dug in deep, and that last frame was absolutely fabulous to pinch. Pot success, you can see 94% each, which is very high. Long pot success was surprising, you would think. I mean, okay, Ronnie's brilliant at the long game, but the way Shaun's been knocking him in this week, you thought it'd have been not much between them. There certainly isn't in the safety. Big shot to take on, first shot of the evening, but he'll be happy with it.
Yeah, nice kiss. Kept the red and the cue ball safe. I don't know about you, John, but I think that sort of mid-session interval sort of came at the right time. You know, after the 8 frames, particularly for Ronnie. He was getting a little bit annoyed with himself. He banged the table, and he would have been very disappointed to lose that last frame and only finish the session all square instead of having a 2-frame lead. There was an excellent pot from Shaun Murphy.
One.
And that is extremely unlucky. What a pot that was, right into the heart of the pocket. But I think the cue ball has sneaked past the green. He can't have the yellow. All he can do is tuck him up.
Shaun Murphy 1.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ken. I think he was just getting a little bit edgy to win that last frame. Ronnie, doesn't matter how much experience you've got and how many times you've won tournaments, it's just human nature that you want to try and take a 5-3 lead in instead of 4 each. And well, he played a double in the last frame in the afternoon and took it. He was taking a chance, but he just forced it a bit, but it went in. But ultimately couldn't win the frame in one visit, and yeah, he didn't look too pleased with himself when he left the auditorium.
Touching ball, so Shaun can just play away from the red up into ball, trying to cover the pack with the green. Hasn't done so. Just be careful. Ronnie's got to be a little bit careful here, just doesn't knock a red towards his bottom left hand corner pocket.
Just wondering whether that yellow is quite a nice target down there. If he can get him behind it. That's his intention. He's getting close.
Beautiful shot and pace as well. Just puts that little bit of pressure on these safety shots. The difference, just the difference being close to the cushion, John, and just being a little bit short of it. It's such a big difference in cueing.
Tell you what, it was a big shot to take on though, Ken, wasn't it? Because it didn't look like there was a natural gap, even if he'd have potted it to get round there. So it had to go in. So first good chance to Ronnie O'Sullivan this evening.
Yeah, and I'm sure after this blue, it'll be red and get that black back on its spot as soon as possible.
Six.
A little shake of the head tells me that this red is a bit straight. Wanted a little angle where he could have just stunned it in and get behind the black and pot it into the middle pocket. He couldn't do that from that angle.
7.
Yeah, come a little in the middle of everything there really. The red that's at the back of the pack, he can't really stun up. I think he might flick off the red at the bottom of the bunch. So he's just looking there to see if he could drop it in and come on the pink left-handed, which of course he's brilliant at. So that's what he's going to play.
13.
I think pink will go onto the black spot then. The spot might be occupied, so that'll help.
Yeah, pink spot's covered, so goes on the highest available. Nice angle after potting this red now for the pink. And be straight
20.
into the reds, just above the pink. Play a nice little cannon here. Yeah, didn't have to hit that hard. Just played a wonderful little soft cannon there, and it's just opened up 3 or 4 reds there.
A lovely touch, wasn't it? That cannon's that one. Frees 2 or 3
26.
more balls, so beautiful touch.
27.
Just run slightly too far with that one. I'd like to have played the pink and screwed out for the reds into the same pocket, so might have to play another cannon now. Which is alright.
Yeah, you got enough bottom on the cue ball just to hold it off those 2 reds. He's held it nicely.
33.
Played that nicely. I'm sure the bottom red of the 5 will pot into the same pocket. He's just potted that red, so he doesn't have to disturb any reds here. Well, decided with the angle to try and bring everything into play. Could have been nicer.
40. Touching ball.
Yeah, he's playing away here, so the touching ball isn't a problem. It's just tricky little red.
31.
These are absolutely lovely. Well, this is a great contribution already from Ronnie. Settled down really well. Took him a while to totally get the cue ball in this break, but he's got it now. And you'd be very surprised if there isn't the first frame gone this evening.
47.
Yeah, two lovely little shots into both middle pockets there, just holding the cue ball. And that's all about
48.
touch and feel. This man has it in abundance. Good start for Ronnie. This just exactly what he needed.
54. 55.
Yeah, well, this lovely break, of course, all from Sean's opening attempt at a red here, which was certainly very attacking. Couldn't really see a natural gap through, but he missed it by
61.
a mile. And you have to sit and suffer. Certainly against this man.
62. '68.
He had such a fast start to from the very first frame. 10-minute frame, 11-minute frame was the second. Just over 10 minutes for the next, and the longest frame of the first 8 was 24 minutes.
75.
I'm just coming up to 10 minutes for this frame, and well, will Sean come back? He says no, and a 75 break for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Puts him back into the lead and takes this opening frame. He leads Sean Murphy again by 1. It's 5 frames to 4.
Number of UK Masters and World titles. Ronnie, 1 behind in the chase, and of course Steve Davis, his record in this championship of 6 could be equalled tonight. Ronnie has often protested this week that it's not records that's driving him on, but how important in terms of a legacy and a life and a career are these records, as far as you're concerned, Stephen?
Yeah, you go through your career, and like obviously Steve was the benchmark for me, and you go through your career, you have targets. I had targets, and I never hid the fact that I wanted to beat Steve's records. You know, Ronnie can say all he likes about he doesn't care and everything. When he gets in that tail, does he look like he doesn't care? I don't think so. He wants to win, and you know, perhaps when he loses, he doesn't. You know, he's got other things in his life, but he's a winner. He's a sportsman, and there's no doubt in my mind that he knows how many he's got. He knows how many he needs to get.
Okay, the natural evolution of things in sport, as in life, things move on, but is Ronnie going to make it to the 18th major title tonight?
Oh, if he keeps hitting it like he did in the first frame this evening, there's a very good chance of that happening. That was a lovely break of 75, effortless, wonderful cue ball control. For these occasions, when he's out there and he's focused and he's playing well, that's where he's at his best, out in the arena, in front of a big crowd. Loves nothing more than competing.
Yeah. Better safety from Sean.
I bet you breathed a sigh of relief when he got the gap.
This bottom red does cut, but very difficult. Concentrating more on the cue ball and making sure of a good safety, but he hasn't got it close to that ball cushion, and again, no prize for guessing what Sean's going to do here.
Yeah, and this is tell us something, Mona, because he's had a couple of goes tonight. First one went in, the last one he missed. Big shot considering you've just gone a frame behind. That's as far as he's missed one all week.
Came right across that, and that's worrying.
Quite a nice target, that yellow and brown. Brown being knocked off its spot towards the yellow. It's pretty good if you can get the right contact off the side of the pack.
I'll just put a line up there. As you said, it's a pretty good target, John, and he's played it very, very well indeed. No, is there a gap? Is there a gap? Maybe. Mind the gap.
Yeah, he can get through there. Might just have to swerve it a little bit to hit the red he wants. A little bit unlucky there, Sean. That was a good shot he played. And Ronnie deliberately playing down that side of the table off it because the pink is blocking the edge of the reds. So he can't go down one side of the table. Looks like another long pot attempt. And that one didn't miss the pocket. Great shot. Once again, a little bit unlucky there. Could have had a nicer kiss than that.
Yeah, to see that red go in just for that full ball kiss on the pink. He would have been nicely on the blue. Oh, that's tremendous. Tremendous shot. Actually got into the cue ball too much. Wanted to be on the bottom of the two reds, just the right of the black spot.
Some cue in that, wasn't it? I mean, he's got some work on the cue ball to actually pot that and screw right back to where he is. Not too many players will be playing that shot on the circuit. Just looks like a safety now.
The best. Okay, he's got the cue ball close to this ball cushion, but he has left the red just below the pink spot. Straightforward, this one.
Yeah, he played the wrong red there, didn't he? The two reds to the right of the pink spot. So if he plays off that thin, goes down in between green and blue, he certainly cuts off one side of the pack. So he's not only not done that, he's left a shot to nothing here.
Yeah. Okay. He's not on the brown or yellow, but there's no prizes for guessing John Murphy's next shot's going to be.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
Yeah, I'm afraid he left himself open for that one, Sean. It was a great pop by Ronnie, but as a little game of chess went there, he sort of played the wrong piece and made the wrong move.
Well, there is a possible shot here. But he's got to be so precise. He's got to get the cue ball off one side cushion between red and blue onto the next side cushion. Try and land on this red behind the black spot.
Foul and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
Just needs to square it up a little bit off the first cushion. Now has he left one of these reds? If he's left the red on, there's no point in Ronnie putting him back in. Yeah, the red was on, and he could use the other red.
One.
Yeah, I'm afraid he's been outthought, or he's outthought himself there, Sean Murphy, in that little exchange. Just by playing off the wrong red. Yes, he's been severely punished by Ronnie knocking it in, but it was the chance that he had. And at the level you're playing at, it's those little things now and again that can cost you frames.
4.
He's just trying to work out his plan of attack here. It's not straightforward, all those reds on the one side of the table. Obviously pink's off its spot. And he's just got to try and negotiate somewhere he can get and just get that black straight onto his spot as quickly as possible. He usually sorts it out.
Yeah, that's his only concern here. Get on the red, get the black on its spot, and try and win the frame, because it won't be able to win it from playing on the ball colours of the blue. Oh, this is too hard. He needs a bit of luck here. He's been extremely fortunate there.
9.
I mean, if he can play a little screw here in behind the pink. Well, he screwed off the red instead. Couldn't do that shot.
10.
Was on a bounce. I was thinking if he could have played a little screw and dropped the pink in the middle. Not easy, I know, but he'd have had 2 reds on the right-hand side, which he could have played off one and he'd been on the black. So it obviously wasn't on because he'd have played it. Doesn't miss a trick.
Good blue.
15.
Need good cueing for this red and try and screw back up for the blue or pink here. Oh, that's brilliant. Great shot.
16.
Well, he's keeping it going. It's hard work at the moment for him. Just really awkward chance. He's going to try and drop this in and just hold it. Ooh, just about, because he was trying to hold the cue ball there. Certainly used the jaw.
21.
Yep, just went in off the right hand side. Well,
22.
this is just an incredible break at the moment because he just keeps knocking balls in, trying to keep it going.
Well, that was an amazing shot there. To get into the white. He's got blue or pink here. Pink is quite tricky, but it would certainly be nicely on the red into the same pocket. We can pot the blue in and out of ball. He's looking at the red that's close to the pink. In fact, both reds pot.
27. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 27.
Wow. After all the difficult pots he's potted, he's missed a pretty straight one. Now what can Sean do here?
One.
He's got a couple of reds he can play on, but he'd love to have had that cue ball a little higher. It's just to pot the blue and come down closer to the next red. So he's held the spot. So blue will go up onto the black spot. Good thinking.
6. Seven. Tap.
Very good. And of course now pot the blue, get high on the red to the right of the cue ball there, and then he can play onto the black. That was very good thinking from Sean there, holding that spot.
12.
I'm just wondering, can he play a little cannon when potting this red? If he can cannon the red just to the left of the black off the cushion, stay on the black.
13.
No, obviously didn't have the angle, but that would have been handy. He's still in good position here.
Yeah, just try to promote that red a little closer to the pocket, make it a bit easier.
20.
He knew he had the option of the red. It's closest to the black spot as well. It's available.
$21.
Excellent shot.
28.
Points all level. 4 reds, 4 blacks would do it. Or 3 blacks and a blue.
Yeah, he's just checking the score.
29.
You're quite right, he's just got to get rid of all these 4 reds. And so far, he's negotiated these really well. But this chance will be annoying Ronnie, because he did so much of the hard work to get the balls in better position. Then he misses the one you wouldn't expect. There it is. And in some ways, he's sort of half tidied the table up for Sean to come in, even though he's taken these very well.
Doesn't want to finish low on this black, imperative that he leaves himself a nice angle. It's a good shot.
37.
Yeah, it's interesting. If he's got an angle, he could play on the one on the right hand side cushion now if he wanted. He doesn't have to. He decided to take that one. Sometimes when you're in those situations, you just get the perfect angle the first time. So you could play the red the other way.
44.
So it's plain ball.
45.
Virtually dead weight, so the cue ball lands tight to the side cushion.
This has been an excellent break so far. Just one red. And black or blue will do it.
52.
Yeah, this is the important shot of the frame.
Excellent.
53.
And this is another frame that will hurt Ronnie. He's lost a couple of frames already in this final that he should have won, and they may be the difference when it gets down to the latter stages of this match. That remains to be seen, but as you said, Johnny, did all the hard work in this frame just to miss that straightforward red. In goes the black.
Yeah, the feature of this final can, we've been saying all week that Sean's been getting 30, 40 and 50 breaks and throwing lifelines to his opponent, but today it's been the opposite. He's had a few chances from Ronnie and he's been well up to the task. This has been a superb break.
62.
Yes, concentration has been spot on.
$65.
Had some great finals in the UK Championships over the years, and this is already proven to be another
69.
one. Not much between both players here.
74.
You miss the ball, and you're going to sit in the chair.
$80. 80 in the frame, Sean
Well,
Murphy.
Sean not too bothered about the black, and what a wonderful response that was. Ronnie O'Sullivan was in first, looked like he was going to take the frame, but it's Sean Murphy with a break of 80, and we're all square again. It's 5-all.
frame decider will be
Sullivan to
a
break.
cracking Sunday night final.
Yep. What is sure is that both players are playing some really good stuff. Hugely impressed with Murphy in that last frame. Wonderful break. He's looked confident all week. Fairness to him. Some of the earlier rounds didn't have to be quite as clinical. Got away with a few mistakes that he made, but whilst you're still in, you can win, and he's improved in every round. He certainly did in the semi-final. Concentration was much better. It's been really good today. When he's at his peak, he is a handful, as Ronnie's finding out.
Yeah, it was an excellent aggressive safety shot there from Sean. He's put Ronnie in a difficult position here. These two reds have made it awkward to bring the cue ball down the left-hand side of the table. Oh, that's a cracking shot. Yeah. That was absolutely brilliant. There wasn't much margin for error there. Fantastic shot. No margin for error there whatsoever behind that red, just below the black. Played it to perfection. Just have a look at this. Just had to miss that red. And back up towards the bulk. Fantastic.
Yeah, Sean can see the red on the right hand side past the yellow, but the problem with that going up and down is you've just got to make sure it doesn't get a cannon with the red that's below it. Ordinarily, he's looking at it now. That's the shot you'd be playing straight away. He's just got to make sure you get the right contact with that. It's a little bit thicker than the shot you'd be playing normally. You don't want to get the cannon on the other red. That's why he's deliberating. Yeah, over a minute of thinking time. Don't blame him. Missing this company, he can be sitting down for a while. Well, whatever shot he was going to play, he needed to play it a little better than that, just catching the jaw. Had fair margin for error, really, Ken, didn't he?
He certainly did. This could have been a lot easier for Ronnie. He's unmissable. He's played it well. Never easy. Going into a blind pocket. Just cued it beautifully.
Well, if he's on that red to the left of the pack on its own, which he is, that is a lovely little shot he's played there. Got it right in the gap, and now much chance to make a better break than it would have been if he hadn't been on it. That was a really good link shot he played. Should be okay just to drop this red in. And all of a sudden, in a couple of shots,
12.
from looking unpromising, he's got the black out in the open. Superb.
13.
I mean, we saw from the previous camera angle that the bottom red of that bunch does pot, so decided to go into them, always knowing that he'll be always on this red on the right hand side.
Yeah, clever shot, Ken. Didn't screw this one, just stunned up and left forward momentum on the cue ball as opposed to bringing it back. Knew that he'd have this red on the right hand side, so lovely little shot that was. Opened a few balls out with the cannon and was guaranteeing himself a positional shot. There's been an absolutely wonderful little break so far.
There's another lovely little shot, wasn't it? Didn't have to play that with pace, just judge the cannon on that.
36.
Knowing full well he was on the red into this left-hand corner pocket.
37.
Yeah, Stephen was in the studio before saying he didn't think Ronnie's break building was up to as much today. Well, it is here. This has been wonderful. Lovely touch. So many clever little shots, and I'm going to go right back to the green. The green was perfectly
44.
played.
45.
Yeah, just a beautiful weight on this cue ball. Just have a look at this pinpoint accuracy.
$52. 53.
I just like the safety shot he played, John. You know, to set this up, Sean had Ronnie in a lot of trouble.
60.
He played a wonderful safety shot to get out of it and put
61.
Sean back in a lot of trouble, and he couldn't get out of it. And because of that, these are the fruits of his labour. Absolutely brilliant. Such knowledge.
Yeah, he's in proper stroke in this break. He's hit these
68.
absolutely lovely. There's been an economy of effort in this break. Hardly touched the cue ball. It's just been on a string.
69.
And as ever, when you look at a break that Ronnie makes, it looks so simple. You think, I'll go down the club and do that myself. And we all know it's much more difficult than that. It really has been wonderful. And he's up for a fight, that's for sure. He's enjoying every minute of this.
And the high break, I think, is 142 by Michael White. I wonder, is he watching tonight? Could possibly go if he takes blacks with all these reds.
84.
He's not interested.
85.
I mean, how easy and how fluent and how deft a touch as he had in this break. The cue ball's hardly moved.
91. 92. 98.
Neil Robertson has
99.
made 8 centuries. Ronnie has made 8 centuries. This will be number 9 and the 98 of this year's UK Championship. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely brilliant.
104.
Century break from Ronnie O'Sullivan, who goes back into the lead once more in this match. It's now Ronnie O'Sullivan 6, Sean Murphy 5.
Enjoy while you're in it, yeah, I mean, this is what you're a snooker player for occasions like this. These are the kind of things that I miss.
I do think you sort of become, over the years of playing this game, a bit of an adrenaline junkie. So this is why you play it, because all your senses will be heightened when you're out there.
Well, adrenaline's certainly flowing out there for these guys.
Well, no joy there for Ronnie with the long pot, but it's all right. Red that he's missed has gone safe. Cue ball's gone stuck on the green, so it's only a safety shot. agree with Steve there. Good point that he made about you keep asking the question when you go one ahead all the time. It's putting more and more pressure, certainly as you get nearer to the winning post.
Yeah, but in fairness, John, I think Sean has been coming up with all the questions, the answers to the questions that he's been asked. It's been to and fro so nicely this match. It really is enthralling, engrossing, I'm sure, for both the players as well as the audience.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying is, it'd be nice for him to get his nose in from somewhere through the match and put the pressure on Ronnie to win the next frame. Such an incredibly high standard. Up in the 90s, way up in the 90s for the pot success. Safety's not bad either. It's been an excellent final, really has so far. So a bit short with the cue ball, but at least he didn't knock a red towards the corner.
Nice target up behind the green here on the ball cushion. Wants to avoid that brown if he can. Anytime Sean can get his hand on the table and there's a red that's potable, he generally takes it on.
The thing is with this one, where's the colour coming from? He's hit that so well. I mean, the middle pocket's there, we know that, but to hit that good and go in there, a little bit unlucky. Wonderful strike again.
The safety so far tonight has been spot on.
Yep, and this is trouble. Don't know whether he can get past the brown on the right hand side. He can't even if he can see that red, he can't play the dump shot and leave the cue ball up here because there's a red on the left that'll pot. Yep, he's in all sorts here. He might be taking a while to think of this one.
I've just put a line up there. I'm not quite sure whether he can get that line. He's having a look at this shot. Well, it's very difficult.
Might be the only thing he's got. And it was. It could have come out worse.
He's had a bit of a result there. Anywhere off that cushion. There was a chance for Ronnie O'Sullivan, but cueing is so difficult.
Thing is as well, Ken, he knocked two reds up in the balk area, which is even worse because Ronnie plays safe onto one of them. Still got the other one there. So he's decided that's all he can do is drop onto that. Yeah, he certainly had a result there, Sean. Because of the yellow and brown, he can't really play that shot where you hit the stun. You stun the first red into the second one and send them both up the table. He can't really play that. He's having a look. Yeah, if yellow and brown went there, you could play that shot, stun it firm, and both reds would end up at the table. You've got to be careful you don't catch the ball colour. Yeah, there you go. It's still all right, but there was no way both reds were going to get down the table.
Yeah, but He's left a straightforward shot here for Ronnie O'Sullivan. He can, well, a couple of shots. He can leave the cue ball behind the yellow or try and get that cue ball tight behind the green here and knock the red back up towards the bunch. He hasn't played that too well. Has he left this red? He may have.
Ooh, that's tight. It's going very close to the blue, this cue ball. Very close. Which is why he's looking at maybe swerving it. The last couple of shots, Sean's been in a fair bit of bother.
Well, it's rolling off. Is it going to go in the pocket? If it does, he's going to leave him a shot.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4. Back.
Phew. Because if that had gone in, that'd have been big trouble. See, coming down the table, gets about 2/3 down the way and then indicates right for Sean. And this is a real problem now to get this back in exactly the right place that it was before. Suppose it's all right if he's going to play the same shot, Ken.
Yeah, but the likelihood at that pace, cue ball could tend to roll off. Unless he plays the red on the way down and try and play the dump shot.
Yeah, I suppose you play this now. Do you allow a little bit for it rolling that way the next time?
He's going to play the dump shot here. As long as he doesn't get the double kiss. That's the problem. That was always the problem. Not sure what Ronnie can hold for the pink here into the left centre. If not, he'll go up for the blue. He could just about hold.
1.
Red left of the pink spot will pot when the pink goes back on its spot, and that will clear the pink a little bit.
Yeah, it's not a bad chance, this, is it? 2 or 3 shots. These could be very nice. I think I might have been tempted if I'd have been Sean to play the same shot again, Ken, that he played before.
7.
I know it rolled a little bit, but anyway, it was awkward.
This is just a perfect situation here for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Just a series of soft little screws and stones around the pink spot. We saw how good his touch and
14
break was in the last frame. Doesn't have too much work to do with the cue ball here. Just stay around the pink.
15.
Yeah, it's like one of those practice routines you used to put up, didn't you, when you were learning to play the game, and you'd take the blue and black off the spots, take them off the table and just put the pink on and throw a load of reds around, and teaches you to play position just on the one colour.
21. 22.
In fairness, it's never a bad ball. There's 4 pockets it can go in.
Just screwed that cue ball slightly.
28.
He's playing for a red into this bottom right hand corner pocket. Still on the red, but can't hold for the pink this time.
29.
It's funny when you just lose the cue ball, you can end up having 2 or 3 shots afterwards when you're scrapping to get it back. That's what's happened there. Played a lovely little screw shot around the angles, was run inside there, but he's come up a little bit short for the blue.
$34. $35.
He's almost as if he's hitting the ball too well at the moment. He's just getting so much work in it. Screwed back off the pink, a little bit too far there. He's just hitting it so good. Even left-handed, he's hitting it too good.
40.
This is tricky. Stay on the black here. Oh, he's played it with a bit of pace.
41.
Back out for the pink. This is marvellous. Back in prime position now.
Yeah, and boy is he trying in this break, Ken. He's desperate to get a 2-frame lead going into the interval.
48.
From the minute Sean made that mistake, there's been an inevitability about this break. You could see his focus, the way he struck it.
54.
Okay, had to go up and come round for the blue in the middle of the break, but negotiated that. And he's just hitting the ball like a dream now.
55. $61.
Just come up a little bit short, he thought. He had a bit more on the cue ball there to come over and back.
They played the plant. Plenty of value in it. Lovely shot.
62.
Beautiful. I just knew when he came to the table, just the way the situation of the reds
69.
and the pink. As you said, he just ran out of position once, but once he was back in, it was
70.
There was inevitability about it. Great break. It looked like for a small moment
76.
in this afternoon session he'd lost his focus, but he's firmly got it back tonight.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
Sean
76.
says that's enough, and another break of 76 from Ronnie O'Sullivan. He goes into the mid-session lead by 7 frames to 5 now.
To the commentary box now for the conclusion of this match, and John Parrott is going to seamlessly go into that seat in the studio. Ronnie O'Sullivan needs 3 more for a record equalling 6th UK crown. What, if anything, can Shaun Murphy do in the closing stages of this year's final? Let's find out. Dennis Taylor, Stephen's on his way to join.
Thank you, Hazel. He's a fast mover. It won't take him long. And it's Ronnie spotted something on the white there. Paul Collier, referee, has cleaned it, and we're ready
Ronnie
for
O'Sullivan
action again. Now the red's coming up this time as the green covered it think it has. There's still one to the right corner. There you can see that one's blocked off. Can Sean Murphy knock in one of his specials?
One.
Great start for Sean after the mid-session interval, and he could do with this opening frame here. If he drops 3 frames behind against Ronnie O'Sullivan, it'll be a tall order. They had a brilliant final in the Champion of Champions, Sean winning 10-8. That could well be the score again, but for who? That's the question. Not quite enough room, I don't think. And it's a little bit of an awkward respotting of the pink here. There wasn't, looks to be enough room between the reds, but obviously not. So in a direct line behind the black and blue spot, and not touching the red.
Tail.
Well, not often you get a round of applause for respotting a ball, but it's developing into a good chance here, and just got to be careful with the cannon on the pink, but should be guaranteed position. Well, I say it should be guaranteed position. Is he on this one? That's amazing.
18.
That was a little lapse in concentration there, that cannon that he played. End of break.
Sean Murphy, 18.
He just needed a full ball contact, and he was guaranteed to be on a couple of reds, and he just slid off the pink, and very disappointing that from Sean's point of view. Stephen Andrews just made it to the commentary box, a little bit out of breath.
Yeah, really looking forward to this final session. Can Ronnie O'Sullivan keep the hammer down?
Just before you come in, Stephen, you're on your way up. Sean was in amongst them, and he played a very careless positional shot, playing a little cannon on the pink. You were on your way back to the commentary box. Have a look at this.
You could say possibly a wee bit unlucky, but yeah. That's another careless safety shot. You have to say in the last couple of frames, Ronnie O'Sullivan has started to get on top in every department.
hasn't missed many of those, that's for sure.
He doesn't need me to tell him that he cannot afford to throw up these chances. Playing that would drag, possibly got a touch of right hand side. Just push the cue ball over to the left.
One.
Cheers.
That was a strange one. I don't think he was expecting to screw off the cushion and in behind that red along the cushion.
Looks like this red up for brown. Be a bonus if we get through the gaps of the blue, but it doesn't look like it.
They're far from easy at the moment. He's got a little bit of work
13.
to do here to get a few more in play and a few shots time.
14. $21.
Well, that's his intention. He's looking at the black and he's now looking at the pink, so he can play for either colour to then disturb the reds.
22.
You won't be happy with that. Oh, okay, you can screw off the cushion for the loose red, but he wanted to go into the bunch while that red was there.
$29.
Just has to be careful. The three reds are in a line right above the black. If he hits that red full ball, he could stick on that and be on nothing.
They were never an easy pack to go into.
37.
Even with his terrific cue power, but this one might just go to the middle pocket. Bit easier now to play the cannon, not quite as awkward.
Worrying times
45.
for Sean Murphy, it has to be said. This is the biggest lead either player's had. If Ronnie was to go in and win this frame, 3 frames, easy when you're chasing leads against any player, but trying to chase down Ronnie O'Sullivan in a major final. Basically, you just can't afford to miss any more shots, Dennis. No unforced errors.
Well, he had a 76 in the frame before the mid-session interval and a century in the frame before that.
$49.
So
50.
One more good positional shot and the frame should be his, and the lead should be 3 frames. And it's not perfect.
54.
Glance round at the scoreboard, he's still well short. He's going to have to head up the table again. And they're a little awkward now, these 3 reds. He's looking at the possibility of a plant now. That would be a bonus because they're blocking each other into the right corner and the pinks stopping one from potting into the left corner. Yeah, the plant's there. And with them being close together, he's got to make sure he gets the correct contact
58.
on the first red, because could squeeze it slightly, so he must be spot on with this. That's another frame safe.
66.
Yeah, he's found a gear, hasn't he, Dennis? An extra gear just to pull away. $70. $71. $76.
This looks like it's going to be Ronnie O'Sullivan's 10th century in this year's Betway UK Championship.
81.
And if he does make the century, it will be 99 in this year's UK. That's
85.
going some.
$90. $96.
Absolutely brilliant from Ronnie O'Sullivan. 5 frames all. Suddenly he's produced a 76 and 2 century breaks, and he now leads by 8 frames to 5, just 2 away.
Just cannot make a mistake.
You can't, otherwise this fella will punish you. Ronnie coming to the table, needing 2 more frames for the win.
Sean going to continue to attack. He literally cannot afford to miss any more pots in this final if he wants to win. Good start. Good start. Excellent shot.
It can be a silly game at times. We showed you the red he missed in the previous frame. A sitter playing with a little bit of drag, and then he gets down and knocks that beautiful long one in to give himself a chance here. Brilliant cueing. And there's one at the back that might be available because he's fairly straight on this black. Well, it obviously doesn't pot because he's playing this long red.
16.
To get back on the black, up into the yellow pocket. Good cueing.
17.
Yeah, and he's got a good angle on the black to screw through these reds.
$24. $25.
Red at the back of the bunch goes to the same pocket. You're looking for an angle on the black again because they're a nice bunch to go into. Huge target if he gets level with the black. He's always got that red near the left middle for a bit of insurance. It's just over. No, it's okay. He's got a red to the left corner. Can follow through with 2 cushions.
And this, his 5th black. And with that red over the middle pocket,
40.
When he goes into the bunch, that's a little bit of insurance. So
41.
What a key shot coming up.
Top spin, touch your right hand side into those 2 reds above the black. Oh, I don't think he's on anything unless that red squeezes into the left middle.
48.
Well, it must be tight. No, it'll go, and there's a slight angle.
I can play the cue ball into an area here for a choice, either red into right corner or that red over the left middle. There you see all the reds that go to the right corner, but he's missed the black. Oh dear, Sean. Look at what he's left on.
49.
Was he possibly thinking about the 147 too much, Dennis?
Yeah, he definitely had that at the back of his mind there. You could tell the way he played the red in the middle pocket, but He very rarely misses with the rest, but how costly is that miss going to be?
One.
I would say one word, Dennis. Very.
You may well be right, Stephen.
Okay, maybe 40 points behind, but
9.
It's definitely a new favourite for this frame.
I think that one near the middle pocket on the right side of the tables, it's not
16.
that easy, really. He's got a long way to go before he gets to that. He's already had a little glance at that red, so that shows you how many shots ahead he's thinking.
Yeah, it's one of them shots. He doesn't want to take in distance, that red, but if he gets right behind it, he can just drop it in for the blue. But any distance, it'll be a very tough pot. We'll probably leave that red till last. Because obviously dropping onto the blue, easy to get up for the yellow.
24. $25.
He's just overscrewed that by a couple of
31.
inches. No problem.
32.
Yeah, in a few shots time, that circle there, he'd love to put the white in the middle of that.
$39.
Always took the opportunity to bring it into play, and that's just enough. It's much easier now. It was funny how he changed his plan there, Stephen, with being straight on that red. He took the opportunity to screw right back and just flick it out a touch.
45.
Yeah, that shows how he's always thinking, the snooker brain. He realised the angle he had on the red was perfect just
46.
to flick the red. He knew exactly how he was going to contact that red. He knew the angle he had. He recognised it and executed the shot perfectly. He's never looked in doubt, this clearance.
53. $54.
Wow, this is just perfect snooker that he's playing at the moment from 5-all.
Yeah, as I said earlier, he's going through the gears now.
$59. 61. $64.
He's done very little wrong, a couple of small errors, but that was all it took.
73.
Well, you can't do much about this. This is just no miss snooker he's playing at the moment. And Ronnie O'Sullivan takes that frame. That's 4 in a row. And now he's just 1 frame away from a little bit of history. He leads Sean Murphy by 9 frames to 5.
He doesn't have any pressure on him in the same way as he did at the start of the session or when he was 1-0 behind. You could expect him to play some decent stuff from here on in, but Ronnie O'Sullivan's very good at closing out matches.
The record books beckon once again for
Thank
O'Sullivan.
you, frame 15. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Well, it's plain and simple. What Sean Murphy has to do is do what he did in the semi-final against Ryan Day. He won 5 frames with 1 visit. And that's how many frames he needs here, 5 frames. Ronnie just needing the 1 for victory. That's an incredible stat there, 96% pot success rate. Sean's at 93. And he's certainly opened the game up with that safety shot there.
Sean's eyeing up this red to the left corner. Every shot could be his last now in this UK Championship final. This red does pot to left corner, but controlling the cue ball is the issue.
All right, thank you.
He really is focusing on this one. He knows it's all about the cue ball as well as the pot. Oh, if he struck on the pink for the middle pocket, that is a big bonus. But maybe it doesn't go. Well, maybe it does go. And what a result he's had there, Stephen.
Well, when it's your night, it's your night. But normally, when you play this well, things do happen for you. This could be the beginning of the end. The way he's played the last 4 frames, I would expect the title to be won at this visit.
Yeah, we normally say the toughest frame to win is the one that gets you past the winning post, but that's not the case with the top of the tree players like Ronnie O'Sullivan, gentleman next to me, Stephen Hendry, Steve Davis in the studio. Never had a problem closing a match out.
15.
He just doesn't like either of these reds because he thinks he's going to have to play a cannon off both of them. And it's just awkward. It's not often Ronnie O'Sullivan takes this long over a pot. We've seen him in safety shots do a lot of thinking, but over an actual pot, this is very unusual for him.
He thought for almost a minute, and in the end he played it left-handed and pushed the black on. That was a terrific shot. He knew he had to make certain of that. That's why he thought about it for so long.